Good afternoon and welcome to today's MakeMusic Publications Immersive Concert Band virtual reading session. My name is Heather Meyer and I will be running everything in the background for our session today. We are thrilled to host today's virtual reading session with Brian Balmages. So let's get things started. Without further ado, let me introduce Brian Balmages.
Hey everybody, I'm really excited about this. We had a really great time with the string folks. Somebody actually broke a bow in the session. And so for all of you band people who don't like string players, you can thank me for that. We had a viola player break a bow. So hopefully nobody will break anything during the session today. We have a lot of music we are going to be covering, and we're going to be doing excerpts of a lot of things. So obviously, if you hear something you like, you're more than welcome to go to the website, listen to the whole piece. This is going to be like a reading session on steroids. You probably look through the folder, those of you that have music, and there's about 19 tunes in the folder. And those of you that have ever been in a reading session with me know that I move quickly. Those of you that don't have your folders yet, I am projecting scores, and you'll be able to watch along with those until you get connected with Heather, and she can hopefully try to figure out where your link was. Maybe it's in your spam folder or whatever like that. So without further ado, I want to jump right on in. As we are jumping in, those of you who are playing along with folders, you may want to take this moment for just a second and readjust your screen size. You might want to see less of the score, a little bit more of me. Those of you who are watching and just looking at the music and want to watch the score, or maybe you don't like the way I look, you can minimize me and drag me out of the way. My wife would love to be able to do that as well. So without further ado, we are going to dive right in, and we are going to start with Inspiration Fanfare by Adrian Sims, who is a wonderful composer from here in the Baltimore area. There's Adrian right there. Great guy, extremely talented. And this is his Inspiration Fanfare. A quick note about this piece. There's actually all the winds, you will come in on the downbeat of measure 2. So I'm going to be going 1, 2, 3, but that is actually measure 1. You will all play with, you'll be counting that as the downbeat percussion. This is the downbeat of the piece. So everybody, get ready to go. Adjust your volume if you need to. And this is Inspiration Fanfare. I'm going to take you about to measure 82 or so. Ready? Here we go. And here. And here. For those of you following along, here's 32. Good. Had to get the horn rip in there, right? I don't want the horns to have a big revolt on me. So just a little bit of Inspiration Fanfare, grade 2 by Adrian Sims. We are going to move right along here and go to the Last Gladiator. Tim Loest is hiding in here somewhere. And so Tim, we're thrilled to have you here as well. This is a grade half. And of course, nobody does Grey Task quite as well as Tim does. Very, very well written. Only 6 notes in all instruments, and I think you're going to love it. There is a ritardando towards the end. Just watch me carefully, or you can be like a trumpet player and don't watch me at all. I know, because I am a trumpet player. All right, so here we go. We're going to dive right on in, and hope you enjoy. This is going to be The Last Gladiator. Ready? And set here. Very nice. So The Last Gladiator by Tim Loest. Hope you enjoyed that. We are going to move on. By the way, when I mentioned this was a Chopbuster session, I was not kidding. Okay, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it, but that's okay, because that's my job to stay on time. And so we're gonna move on to You Better Sleigh. If you don't know JaRod Hall, you need to. This is like in the grade 2.5 to 3 range. I would say mostly a 3. A great opportunity to feature a drum set player if you have one. And this is really, really fun. Obviously a play on the word sleigh. We're going to read a decent chunk of this because it's just that much fun. So this is You Better Sleigh, JaRod Hall, about a grade 3. We're going to read about 2 minutes of it, and it's only 2:30, so we're going to get into the majority of it. All right, let's have some fun. Here we go. You Better Sleigh. And I'm in cut time. And here. Better be clapping here. I'd love to keep going. It's just so much fun. It's great. It's great. I can't think of a more fun piece to do, whether you have a high school group or even a college group, or an advanced middle school group. It just works really, really, really well. So that was a little bit of You Better Sleigh, JaRod Hall. Okay, now something completely different. This is a grade 1. I'm just kidding. You're looking at your music saying, no, it's not, right? This is Sailing with Whales. A lot of you know the name Rossano, Galante, and Rossano and I we're actually, we became good friends when I was in Palm Springs doing a concert with the Desert Winds Freedom Band, and Rossano comes over from LA to play with them. And all of you that have played his music know what I'm talking about, but I can tell you this: he's a trumpet player and I'm a trumpet player, so we immediately bonded and we were sitting next to each other. But I had the pleasure of watching Rossano's face turn as red as can be while he was being forced to play his own trumpet parts. And so you can rest assured knowing that at least for a few minutes, he felt the true pain of what he writes. But it's extraordinary music, and I think you're going to enjoy it. We're going to actually touch on 2 places in here, but we'll start at the top, because I think the top is always a good place to start. And then I'll take you into about measure 40, and then we're going to jump forward to 70. All right, so we'll have a lot of fun here. Watch me for the opening, and this is the beginning of Sailing with Whales, grade 5. All of you middle school kids that are playing along, you got this. Here we go. Ready? Set. Phrase there and here. Good. Excellent. So I just wanted to get a chance to get into the trombone line there, because if I didn't get into the trombone line, there's always going to be like a revolt from the trombone players. So let's go ahead and jump all the way to 70. You can kind of see what's going on here. There's some beautiful lyrical spots in here as well, but we're going to jump right into 70. Where is that? All right, here we are. Sorry, 79 is what I meant. So right there at 79, the con fuoco. That's where we are. And hold on to your, yeah, hold on. Here we go. Ready? Here. Good. So again, just to give you a taste of Sailing with Whales, it's a great opener. It's a great opener, and that actually plays a little bit easier than it even sounds. So it's a wonderful piece. It's an incredible piece. Actually, one of the most views of any piece that we've put out as of lately. I think like 21,000 people have already viewed the YouTube, which is crazy. All right, let's move on. So now, talk about something completely different. We are going to move on to Eine, Kleine March music. All right. This is by Katie O'Hara LaBrie. And I have to tell you, this is absolutely adorable. All right. The grade level on this is very easy. It's a grade 1. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. We are going to do this without any repeats. So go ahead and take the second repeat the second time through and take the second ending. If you don't, then you'll get lost, but you get the idea. All right. So here we are. Eine, Kleine March music by Katie O'Hara LaBrie. Here we are. Ready? And here. Second time. Show of hands, I want to know how many people forgot to not take the repeat. How many people played the repeat? Somebody had to. Come on. All right. Well, if you did, congratulations. All right. We are going to move on to a fabulous piece by Willie Owens called Struck by the Ree, which was the name of a famous Native American chief who was kind of famous for his tireless efforts to foster peace between fellow Native Americans and the white settlers. And so it's a very powerful piece, a very exciting piece as well. And this is about a grade 2.5 or so, even a 2, only about 245 or so. We're going to read the first 2 minutes, so a pretty decent chunk of it I think you're going to enjoy. This is Struck by the Ree by William Owens. And here we are. And here. Tempo here. It wants to pull back. Retard. Good, good, good. So that is a little bit of Struck by the Ree, William Owens. All right, we are going to move on. We've already seen Adrian. He was the Inspiration Fanfare that we led off with. This is one of his more challenging works, extremely well done. As you're playing along with this, I hope horn players, you're going to really have fun with this one. It's a boatload of fun. We're going to go ahead and start at the opening of this one. And we're going to get in about the first 2.5 minutes or so. That's the first 150 or so measures, right? So we'll have a big chance to explore some of this. This is about a 4.5. A lot of places might even call this a 5. There are a lot of parts of this that play really, really well. A few places that you're going to want to kind of take a look at, but I think overall it's a lot of fun and it does play fairly well. So this is Orbital by Adrian Sims, about a grade 4.5. And here we are. And here. .91 and there. Good. So you get a lot of ideas of that. If you want to hear the rest of the piece, you're going to have to buy it. You're just going to have to. I don't know what else to tell you. There's no other way, right? We've temporarily disabled all online options and you're just going to have to buy it. So Orbital by Adrian Sims. All right, let's move on. This piece is approximately the same grade level as that, -4 grade levels, okay? The Jester's Gallop by Jack Wilds. I truly love this piece. I think there's so much to teach in this piece. This is kind of almost a grade half. It's not, and the main reason why is because we've got these moments that are dictated. So when you're watching me, I'm going to show you bum, bum, dee, then the big caesura, and then boom, 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 and then we're going to move. We are going to move. And then if you watch, that dictated thing happens again. So watch me there as well, because it's going to happen. I promise you. All right. This is the Jester's Gallop, just a grade 1 from Jack Wilds. Very, very well done. exaggerate the dynamics. Oh, who did not watch? Who did not watch, right? I guarantee you at least like 15, 20 people, right? Maybe all those people were in the same room. I don't know. Okay. So that gives you a great idea of the piece. We're not that far from the end here at all. We could have just jumped forward. So that was Jester's Gallop. Now we're going to go to Ascension by Randall Standridge. This is a beautiful piece that combines two different hymns. It is the Nearer My God to Thee and Be Thou My Vision. And it really is just absolutely stunning what he's been able to do here. You will notice that there are some optional parts here, like clarinet 3 is optional. And then I believe there's an optional trumpet part. There's quite a few things. If you look at the instrumentation here, you'll see like optional flute 2 for the oboe. So there are some options in here that'll help you cover parts if you need to. We are going to start in measure 17, not 18, 17. I'm going to kind of give you a measure to get into 18. And obviously this will be mainly for the trumpets, but everybody can play along because I am going to give you the downbeat of bar 18. I'm sorry, 17. I can't say numbers very well. Here we go, right there. This is Ascension, right on 17. Here. 18 here. Watch what I'm doing here. Good. So you get a little bit of an idea of Ascension right there by Randall Standridge. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece and it's highly playable. So it's something that I really appreciate. All right, let's move on. This is New York, New York. Folks, I am exactly on time right now. I'm very excited. To me, that's the most important thing, is that we're on time and going to get through a lot of this music. Eric Morales, I truly believe, is one of the nation's most gifted but yet underutilized arrangers. He's just an exceptional arranger. This is a great piece to do. I could see people doing this as a salute to Broadway, because of course New York just came out this past March. I can also see this as being a great holiday piece, right? To represent New Year's. A lot of great options. I'm going to cut you into two parts. We're going to start at the beginning and then we'll jump towards the end. This is the first measure right there, New York. Let's have some fun. Ready? And here. Fun here. Okay, so let me go ahead and get you guys. Let's jump, if we could, please, to measure 62. All right, and let me find it. And I'm going to start literally right on 62. Catch me right there if you want to. I'll show you dum, bum, 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 and I'll subdivide that last triplet for you. All right. This is right at 62, and then really watch me. I'm going to take my time on this next tempo change. We're going to have a lot of fun with that as well. So this is bar 62. Right on it, please. Here. Watch. Watch as we Chillerando here. And here. Nice. It's so good. It is such a great arrangement. He's phenomenal. He really, just no other way to put it. He's just phenomenal. We're going to move on. Tim, hope you're still here. Every band needs Aguiro Hero, right? Every single one. This is such a great opportunity to get a kid in front of the band, have some fun. This piece is only, and I should go back, by the way, New York, only a grade 2.5, very playable. Aguiro Hero is a grade 1 and highly playable. It's just got a nice island feel to it. I think you're going to really enjoy this as well. This is Aguiro Hero by Tim Loest. And here. Nobody played. Let's try it again. Ready? And here. Check out these harmonies. So I want to point out, first of all, it took us to measure 53 before we started to kind of get into a recapitulation of things. There's so much development in this piece as well. So a lot of great things in there with Aguiro Hero. Okay. And now for something completely different, we are going to move on to one of mine called The Wild One. This is a really, really fun circus march. We are not going to take any repeats. Again, I will repeat myself, no repeats. We're going to dive right on in. We're going to move. Boom, ticka-dum, ticka-dum. That's our tempo, okay? So everybody hold on for dear life, and here we go. No repeats, straight through. Ready? Set, two, here. Second time. And you got this, horns. Why the horn was invented. Just kidding. Move. Great job. Hopefully nobody got injured. All right. So that was The Wild One, written for Wild Lake High School, actually right here in Maryland. So that was a lot of fun. Did that with the Maryland All-State Group. It's actually much more playable than you think it is, other than getting the horns to find those offbeats on the trio, right? We're going to move on to a wonderful new work by Rossano. Grade, you are reading that correctly, right? You're seeing that as a grade 3, and it's actually a very, very easy playable grade 3. So I think a lot of you that really like Rossano's music, but have kind of been you've been kind of looking for an option, right? That you can do with him. This is a great one. It really, really is. So this is The Wolves of Alaska. We're going to catch some of the opening and get you into, I think we're going to get you into the second theme. I'm not sure. About the first 2 minutes or so is what we're going to catch here. All right, here we are. Wolves of Alaska. And here. Yeah, so beautiful playing right there. So that theme continues. There's a beautiful kind of an arrival climactic moment before he goes back and kind of recaptures some of the opening line, but in a little bit of a different way, very characteristic of his writing. So that is The Wolves of Alaska. Next up, we have 66. This is going to be a lot of fun for you that are upper level or folks that are just looking to play and have some fun with some upper level. So where we are going to start, this is, by the way, a journey through Route 66 all the way through to the West Coast. There is moments where we're talking about diners and dives. If you look at your music, you will see, for example, Road Trip, The Journey Begins. There are quirky little moments with the neon signs and lights. There's a waltz that's actually in 4 that he twists around just to mess with your head a little bit. And you can even see it starts off with 6/4. That's for 6/6, 66. So we are going to go ahead and start and measure 21. Everybody find bar 21. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start you in beat 2 of 21. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to wait until bar 22, that is absolutely fine. But we're going to go ahead and get started on beat 2 of bar 21. All right. And here we are. 2, 3, 4. Here's 30. Watch this. Trumpet. Awesome. And then looking at the score, you'll actually see, if you look down at the bottom, there's actually an option for acoustic guitar. You can do it on a synth if you want to, or you could even play it on a mallet instrument if you want to. It really does add a lot. And let's face it, almost every school has access to an acoustic guitar player. So that's a little bit of 66. It's a really fun piece. I highly encourage you to listen to the rest of it. 3 minutes to midnight. And so ironically, we're cutting close to the top of the hour, right? 3 minutes to midnight by JaRod Hall. This is a grade 2, and I'd say a very playable grade 2. It's very, very exciting, very intriguing. Where we are going to start is 2 before bar 26. So everybody find bar 26, and we're going to start. So obviously measure 24 is where I'm going to start, you guys. And then for those of you that want to come in right there at 26, you can do that. I'm actually going to have the score starting right at 26, even though I'm going to start in bar 24. All right, so here we are, starting in bar 24. Those of you who want to come into 26, feel free. And here we are. And here. And you can hear the dies area here. Okay, so you get a little bit of a taste of that one. There's so many colors in that one. And I love the use of the color. I love the easy changing times. There's one or two of those that you'll need to work on, but you probably are going to need to spend 5 minutes on it, and then the kids are going to have it. But to me, it's a very colorful, there's a lot of imagery in the piece that I think is a lot of fun. Speaking of a lot of fun, here we are with Thriller, Eric Morales arrangement. This is super, super fun. I'm going to take you guys from the beginning to the DS, and then we'll skip ahead to the end. There are options in the score to be able to repeat the end to allow for the narration, and yes, we will get a chance to hear that as well. But we're going to go ahead and start from the beginning, get us right about to the DS, and then we'll move on. Here we are from the top. So good. This arrangement is fantastic. Ready? 2, here. Okay, so you get a great sense of that. We're going to go ahead and jump all the way to bar 67. And in this particular case, we're actually going to start in about bar 65. I'm going to go ahead and cue you at 67. But I just thought, since we're getting towards the end of the session, some of your chops will be fired. So we're going to we'll go ahead and start with Seal Your Doom. This is a narrator that we found that you would think was Vince Price's brother. It's not, but it might as well be. It's amazing. So here's a little bit of 67. I'll give you a couple measures before, but I'll cue you at 67. And here we are.
Seal your doom.
67.
And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
I love my job. I just do. I love it. I love being able to do all these different things. It's just so much fun. Here we are with Skysplitter Fanfare. Those of you that are looking for some more grade half music, this one is for you. Of course, I wrote Skysplitter Fanfare. Most of you are probably familiar with that. This was commissioned by the same group that commissioned Skysplitter, and they said, you know what, it's been about 8, 9, 10 years. I don't remember which one it was. And they said, it's time. We want a new one. It's time for a new fanfare. And so they specifically requested a new fanfare, and this is it. So hope that you enjoy Skysplitter Fanfare. Here we are. And to here. Nice and legato. All right, so that is a little bit of, not a little bit of, it's all of it, because it's a grade half. So there's a minute and a half of it to go. So that is Skysplitter Fanfare. Next up, we have Primeval Dance. And Primeval Dance is in that grade 1.5 to 2 range. Those of you may know a piece of mine called Primal Dances, which is a very popular piece, but much more in the grade 4 level. This is a great piece if you're looking for something to kind of stretch your group harmonically and really challenge the colors available to us in a younger group. And so I think you're going to enjoy this. I think this piece is only 2 minutes long, so we'll just kind of dive through the whole thing. All right, Primeval Dance, and here we go. 2, 3, set, 2. Here's 13. Tempo. It wants to slow down here. Awesome. Awesome. So the last piece in the session tonight, or this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, like I said, we have about 14 hours of time zone changes in here right now, which is really, really cool. This is the largest reading band that I have ever conducted, and it's the most diverse in terms of people being everywhere. So it's pretty amazing. And this is a Centennial Celebration by Robert Sheldon, again, with a slightly smaller instrumentation, but still in the grade 3. It's very, very playable. You look at it and you say, oh my gosh, this is really hard. I think you're going to find that it plays very well. And so we'll read about the first 2 minutes of it or so. All right, this is a Centennial Celebration, and we're going to go ahead and start right at the top because that's always a great place to start. Here we are, ready? And here. Don't let these notes drag here, the dotted halves. Or dotted minims for those of you out of the country. I fully intended to stop before the trumpet solo, but I felt like as I was getting ready to cut off, I felt like however many trumpet players that are all out there, I felt like your eyes were like bearing through into my soul, and I felt like it was a terrible idea to stop. So I did not. Folks, congratulations. We just got through 19 pieces from all over the world, and I couldn't be more thrilled with the way this all went. I hope that you enjoyed this. It was great. So thank you all so much. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, Brian, and your team, and thank you to everyone who attended today.